If I could just ask you all to calmly please be quiet. Cool, wow, yeah, holy crap. We got married, yeah, right? Awesome. Is everybody having a good time right now? Great, great. First off, let's give a round of applause for the Hardywood staff. They're amazing to work with, great people. We wouldn't have planned anything like this anywhere else. Actually, when me and Emily first met for the first time, was on this exact weekend 3 years ago. So, you're all part of history. A lot of fun going on the rest of the day. We'll be here till 5, but the rest of the evening will be spent downtown at Oktoberfest. There's also Pride Fest on Bronze Island, so in between the two different wonderful festivals Richmond has to offer, we'll have a great weekend together. Thank you guys for all being here. You're obviously the creme de la creme of people we consider important that we want to celebrate being together forever with. So thank you all from the bottom of our hearts for being here. It's just amazing. I'm super happy. I'm super happy. So all this wouldn't also have been possible without our family. So thank you to my sister, my mother, my dad. And also thank you so much to the Stocks family just for everything you guys have done. So I'm gonna pass it on. I avoided that one. I'm good now. Took that one back. You thought I was gonna cry. Not gonna do it. All right. Real quick, my father-in-law would like to say a few words, and then my mother-in-law would like to say a few words. So. Over to Jerry Stack.
Much bigger than that is obviously, but I do want to thank everyone for coming out and help us celebrate.
These two guys.
Anyway, thank you so much for coming out, and I couldn't be happier for Emily and her finding Nick. And that's about all I have to say. Drink up, have a great time.
Nick's mother-in-law. So yeah, my cousin cat over here. We just want to thank you all for being here because, you know, we celebrate this special day and their marriage and everything. And Nick and Emily wanted me to let you all know that we're very grateful for all of y'all being here, and because this is their day, but it's also a tribute to all of you. Because for knowing you and interacting with you, you all have made Emily and Nick who they needed to be to find each other. And so you hold a very special place in their hearts, and we're deeply grateful for each and every one of you being here today. And especially today, because today is a celebration. It's a celebration of love, of commitment, of family, of friends, and two people who are in it forever. And you know, when you think about it, you don't have to have a ceremony to have a marriage, right? I mean, the whole thing is kind of weird. These two are standing up here looking all fancy, I mean, doesn't it look nice? And they're being stared by everybody who has ever meant anything to them in their lives. So why do we do this? Why do we have this whole deal about marriages? Because marriage, for whatever reason, across all generations and all societies and all cultures, it's always been an important feature. Moments across our lives. But this one is regarded so special that we want to acknowledge this special day by sharing it with us. But again, why this moment? Why this particular moment? And we think it's because, despite all of our differences, love is what we all share. It's the great unifier. It's the one universal truth. No matter who we are, where we come from, how we were raised, what we believe in, we know this. Love is what we're doing right. And that's why you two are both standing here. And that's why all of y'all are standing here. And since love is such a universal thing, it's such a public thing, Emily and Nick have decided their wedding should be a public thing as well, and you all should be included. So yes, this is the real wedding. all loved in our lifetimes, and in this moment, we're reminded
Shut up, Nathan.
that the ability to love is a very big part of all humanity. And all of us have our own love stories. Some are long, some are short, some are just getting to the best parts, some are just now being written. And Emily and Nick have their own story too. Theirs started 3 years ago today, right here at this spot. That's why they chose Hardywood, because it's such a special moment. And it was just a chance encounter between friends, a mutual thirst for life and a fondness for beer that brought them here. And we fast forward just a few weeks and they find themselves at a Halloween party. And there was just too much dancing, too much drinking, too much karaoke. But there was this connection that they just could not ignore. And so in the past 3 years, they've shared an affinity for sports, for travel, for concert, for keggers, for bad karaoke, and sometimes, unfortunately, for Cleveland sports. But their love for adventure and their spontaneity and not taking themselves too seriously can be seen and heard in any public setting, as I'm sure some of you all can attest to. But and most importantly, their fierce loyalty, their respect, and love for one another can be witnessed by all. And that brings us here. It's a time to pause and look back at everything that's happened in the past. And it's also time to look forward for the moments yet to come. I'm here, we're all here, because we want these for you. We're here to support you, to hope with you, to be proud of you, and to remind you that love isn't happily ever after. Love is the experience of writing your own story. And it's not one moment, it's every moment. It's not even just this moment. It's big ones like saying I love you for the first time and hearing it echoed back, that's always good. But it's moving it together, getting engaged. But love is really a million other little things, like falling asleep next to one another, making dinner together, grocery shopping, poison ivy, walking the dog, paying bills, hosting get-togethers. And it's those everyday experiences that fuse into one big experience. And even though this feeling is so universal, we can't quite describe it. It's because love was meant to be experienced. It wasn't meant to be articulated. And even though we describe love in different ways, it looks different to different people, we all know it when we see it. When we see it here. Emily and Nick will now describe your love for one another through the vows that they've each written. Emily gets to go first.
All right. Nick, you are the silver lining that gets me through my darkest days. You're the perfectly timed joke that can always make me laugh. You're the reality checks I need to hear when I'm being stubborn, and you're the coach that always believes in me when no one else does. Yeah. You're the musician that can always play the song for which my heart longs to hear. You're the security blanket that cradles me through the longest nights. You're the man that I've dreamed of since I was a little girl but never thought existed. You truly are my better half and the best friend I could ever hope for. I'm so lucky to have found you for my partner for life. No matter what comes our way, I take comfort knowing that we'll face it together. I love you so much, and I am so honored that you would ask me to take your hand in marriage. Robert Brault once wrote, what we find in a soulmate is not something wild to tame, but something wild to run with. Nick, I promise to be your soulmate and run wild with you in all of life's adventures. I promise to respect your opinion, even when it's the total opposite of mine. I'll work on it. I promise to always be game for any of your crazy ideas. I promise to always be the little spoon, the pillow thief, and your pre-sunrise wake-up call, whether you wanted one or not. I promise to challenge and push you to achieve your goals, no matter how daunting they may be. I promise to always cheer for the Hokies. And lastly, I promise you all of my loyalty, all of my respect, and most importantly, I promise you all of my love for all of my life.
Okay. Wow, I wrote a lot. The fact that you're standing up here next to me right now completely blows my mind. Never thought in my life that I would find you. That you're my soulmate. You're everything I've ever wanted in life, and every day I am with you, I am complete. I remember when I realized I loved you, it wasn't long after we first started dating either. We had a conversation about dating and the do's and don'ts and how we didn't agree with them and like not texting too much or going on dates 2 nights in a row, etc. And we both agreed we weren't going to play those games with each other, that if we're going to really try this out and start something together, that we were going to be ourselves. So we let ourselves feel okay about missing each other too much, about sending, about sending each other songs that remind us of one another, and even allowing ourselves just to eat too much food around each other. So I thank you for letting me always be myself, however trying that may be, and for allowing me to love you for all of the wonderful things that you are. I met you here for the first time on a beautiful day in the fall 3 years ago. But it wasn't until I was dressed like a wizard from a fantasy novel that I had the confidence to try to get to know you. So I'm thankful for that Gandalf outfit every day. Because every day you make me feel appreciated, loved, safe, and strong. Without you, those feelings just never weighed as much. I think about what we've done so far in our relationship, and it makes me so proud of what we've become together. We're a true force to be reckoned with and a real dream team. And there's nothing life can throw at us that we can't handle. So I look forward to our future together. I vow to love you and to cherish you, to be loyal and faithful to you, and to respect and to honor you until I can't live any longer. And when that day comes, I'll leave this world the most fulfilled man who ever graced the earth. Just because of the love you gave me. I only have a sentence left too. Wow, you're my best friend. You're my favorite travel partner, my everything, and today you become my wife. I love you with all my heart.
You all fell in love by chance, but you did it because you made a choice. You're both choosing each other. You've chosen to be with someone who enhances you, who makes you think, who makes you smile, and who makes every day brighter. You're about to make promises that you intend to keep. You're going to vow to take care of one another, to stand up for one another, and to share your happiness with each other. And there's a simple premise behind each of these promises. You're vowing to be there. You're teaming up and saying, every experience I'm going to have, I want you to be part of. No other human ties are more tender, and certainly none are more sacred than those you're about to share with each other now. All right, Nick, please repeat after me as you place this ring on Emily's. Please repeat after me as you place this ring on Emily's finger. I, Nick, take you, Emily, to be my wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, for as long as we both shall live. Emily, please repeat after me as you place the ring on Nick's finger. I, Emily, take you, Nick,
Emily, take you, Nick,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold, from this day forward, for richer or for poorer, for better or for worse, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, for as long as we both shall live. That's y'all's turn. If you would, I want you to join me in a blessing of this marriage. You just repeat after me. All of y'all. May the wisdom and spirit
May the wisdom and spirit
of all giving and all understanding love
of all giving and all understanding love
pervade the words spoken
pervade the words spoken
and the love given here today.
and the love given here today,
That these vows offered
that these vows offered
will remain strong and true
will remain strong and true
in the presence of love
in the presence of love
all the days of their lives.
all the days of your lives.
Amen.
Amen.
By the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia, I now pronounce you husband and wife. It's my pleasure to present for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Nicholas Shaw.